Stop. If you're spending an hour on the treadmill every day trying to lose fat, I need you to hear this. Because everything you've been told about cardio and fat loss, it's only half the truth. And that half is costing you results. I'm going to show you what the actual science says, and it's going to change how you train forever. Stay with me, because the answer is simpler than you think and way more powerful. For decades, we've been told, do more cardio to burn fat, run more, cycle more, the longer the better, and yes, cardio does burn calories while you're doing it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually great for your heart. But here's the problem. The moment you step off that treadmill, the calorie burn stops. You burn calories during the session, and then it's over. Now let me ask you something. What if I told you there's a way to burn calories while you're sitting on your couch, while you're sleeping, while you're watching Netflix? That's not a fantasy, that's muscle. And that changes everything. A major meta-analysis out of UNSW, the University of New South Wales, found that strength training alone reduces body fat by about 1.4%. Know what cardio produces? About the same. Nearly identical fat loss, but only one of them builds muscle that keeps burning fat for you around the clock. Another large study found that when people did weights before cardio, they lost significantly more body fat and even walked an average of 3,500 more steps per day compared to those who did cardio first. Resistance training literally made them want to move more. And here's the kicker. A 2020 systematic review confirmed that resistance training increases your resting metabolic rate more effectively than cardio alone. Your body becomes a better fat-burning machine, even at rest. Here's something no one tells you. When you do cardio to lose weight, the scale goes down. But some of what you're losing is muscle. And losing muscle is the worst thing you can do for long-term fat loss. Why? Because muscle is metabolically active tissue. Every pound of muscle you carry burns more calories at rest than the same weight of fat. So if cardio is eating your muscle, you are literally shrinking your fat-burning engine. That's why people who only do cardio often end up skinny fat. They lost weight on the scale, but they lost the wrong thing. They look smaller, but they still carry too much body fat because their metabolism slowed down. Resistance training protects your muscle. Research shows it reduces lean mass loss during weight loss by almost a kilogram. That might not sound like much, but that muscle is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Let's talk about something called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. It's also known as the afterburn effect, and it is a game changer. When you do resistance training, your body has to work hard to repair muscle tissue, restore oxygen levels, and replenish energy stores after your workout. And all of that work? It burns calories. Research shows this afterburn can stay elevated for up to 38 hours after a resistance training session. Compare that to a treadmill run, where your metabolism returns to normal within an hour or two. So think about this. You do a 30-minute resistance workout. You then burn extra calories for the next day and a half while your body recovers. That is not a myth. That is documented exercise science. So what's the answer? Is it cardio or resistance? It's both, but in the right order. Here's what the research tells us. When you do weights first, you deplete your glycogen. That's the sugar stored in your muscles that your body uses for quick energy. Then when you move into cardio, your body has already used up its quick fuel. So it switches to fat as its primary energy source. Think of it like a hybrid car. Your muscle glycogen is the petrol. Resistance training drains the tank. When you then do cardio, your body switches to battery power. That's your stored fat. Weights first, then cardio. That simple sequence is backed by multiple studies, and it maximizes your fat loss in every single session. All right, let me give you your actual plan. Simple. 3 steps. Step 1. Do resistance training at least 3 times a week. This doesn't require a gym. Resistance bands, dumbbells, even your own body weight, it all counts. Build that muscle. Protect your metabolism. Step 2. Add 20 to 30 minutes of low or moderate cardio after your resistance session. Not before. Walk, cycle, jump rope. At that point, your glycogen is already low, and your body will go straight to burning fat. Step 3. Be patient. Research shows you need at least 10 weeks to see significant body composition changes. The people who give up at 6 weeks never see the results that were just around the corner. You don't need 2 hours of cardio, you need a smarter approach. If this video changed how you think, drop a comment below and tell me, are you team cardio, team weights, or are you going to try doing both? I want to know. And if you want to get started with resistance training at home today, check the link in my bio. I've got everything you need to build your home gym and get results. Let's go.